Sorry about that. Alright. I don't even know if anybody will be on. I didn't say anything about going live. Oh, and it's crooked. Cool. Cool. Let's see if we can straighten this thing up here a little bit. Kinda. Ooh, boy. It's gonna be one of those mornings. Alright. Well, like I said, don't know if anybody's gonna pop on here, which is no big deal. See if I can get this set up though, just in case you guys do, we can chat. I'm just working on that walnut table there I started a while ago. And I don't know, just thought I'd show you guys a quick little tip. Thought I'd go live to show it to you. So, I've been sanding this whole lower base to the table. Right, all the carving's done. I've been just sanding on it. I got my handpiece here for my flex shaft. It's a flex shaft from Fordham. And I've got a small attachment here. I can't remember what these are called though. So it's got threads and then a screw goes in, and I've got some sandpaper on here. And that's how I'm getting in here and sanding all this little stuff. I know a lot of you that watch are chainsaw carvers, but if you're like me and you have different weather where it's cold like this morning, you want to get some work done on little projects, this could be a little useful tool. So what I've been doing for these sandpaper pieces, well, this little bit you can get right through Fordham.com, and you can just get them on there. It's just an 1/8 inch shaft, takes a screw right into the end. I added a couple little washers so the sandpaper doesn't tear off. And then what I've been doing is using 1 inch sandpaper here from DeWalt. I just bought this box. This is 80 grit. You can get like 120, 80, I don't know, a couple other ones. You know, it's like that wide, 1 inch wide. So I realized, you know, it's a really wide piece of sandpaper, and when I put these on as is, I'm kind of just using the edge of the paper as it spins. It doesn't fold over very well like a flap sander and all that. So what I've been doing is, you don't even really have to cut this stuff. Tear off a piece of it. Take that piece and fold it in half all the way down from end to end. Right? Tear it from end to end. You don't even really need scissors when you're using the cloth back stuff. You know, you put a little crease in there, tear it right down. Okay, so now we got 2. And what I do is kind of figure out so I can get 4s. Normally I measure it out, but fold it in half roughly so you can get 4 pieces. You can see, put a little crease on each end, tear them off. So I've got these 4 little narrow pieces of sandpaper. Instead of them being 1 inch wide, they're just narrow 1/2 inch pieces, okay? So it was this wide, now it's that wide. Now, you gotta have a hole for that screw to go through. So I got a block of wood with some holes in them already. Kind of line up all 4 pieces, because I put 4 pieces on there at a time. Line up 4 pieces over the hole. Grab myself a hammer and just a big nail. Line it up. Punch it through. And then you're good to go. So I'll sit and make like a handful of these, so when I start sanding, I'm all set. And I'll just set this aside. Sorry if I sound a little weird, a bit stuffed up, getting a head cold, I think, but there's still work to be done. So regardless to being sick, there's still things to do. Anyway, I just thought I'd show you guys this little trick, little tip here, and kind of show you how I'm using it at least before we go. Now, like I said, this is black walnut, and it's really tough to get into all these little places, you know, around the edges and making everything smooth. So once you do that and you keep those about 2 inches long, 1.5 inches, 2 inches long, you can really get in there pretty good. So let me see if I can angle you guys down without everything falling here. I don't know. Looks like a little tricky this morning. Throw my dust mask on. And I try not to go full speed. Just kind of turning it on and off and doing a light speed. Hey Jennifer, just showing a little sanding trick for doing sanding work like this where it's really tight spaces and tough to get into. These don't last forever. That's already getting tore up really good, but you're able to get it really nice and smooth, and you don't have to monkey around and do all kinds of angles. You let these little flaps get in there and do all the work. So by using the more narrow ones, if you could see, as these spin, they kind of fold in, so it's sanding this way. The wider ones, when you leave them at 1 inch, they kind of stay out like this. They don't fold in as much. All right, so the surface of sanding ends up being this little bit when you use the 1 inch wide stuff. But when you cut them down to 1/2 inch or rip them, they fold in like that, and you end up getting more of a surface area when you're sanding. So this could come into play, you know, for the little bear carvings, or like I said, the days that are freezing and you guys don't want to, hey Tom, you guys don't want to be out in the snow chainsaw carving, but you've got some Dremels and you want to do a little bit of power carving and stuff. This little tip there might be able to help you out with sanding. Now, I'll probably just upload this video when it's done, so if you missed what I was going over in the beginning, you can always go back and check it out. Hey Steve. Yeah, wet, huh? Rainy. We've got probably almost 2 feet of snow, man. We got dumped on yesterday. I was hoping to start carving the next carving for the Rudolph series. You know, I did the Bumble. The next carving video will be coming up tomorrow morning. And between yesterday and today, I'd hoped to do the last carving, and yesterday it just didn't work out. So maybe today I'll be able to start it and possibly finish it right before Christmas, so we can have a video for that, but I'm not sure. I spent yesterday doing snow removal and creating a sled track down our backyard for the kids, kind of like a bobsled track. We videoed it, and today we got to finish it up, so I'll be videoing that, and maybe that'll be the Christmas video, you know, instead of finishing the Rudolph carvings. We'll have to just see how things play out. I am congested though. getting a cold or I got a head cold. I got something going on. Nothing crazy though, okay? I'm all right. I'm not like, you know, knocking on the door there. I'm good. Nothing you can't power through and do stuff through. Hey, what's up, Spike? So I got a few of you on here. I'm sure other people will come and watch this once it's uploaded. We did that giveaway there on Sunday. Super Clean is mailing out their thing to the winner. We got that info. I also got the info for the crosscutter burrs, and I'll be mailing that out today. Now the Wen carving kit, Matt Carves won. Matt Carves is a YouTube channel right here on YouTube. You guys can go check it out, all right? He does a bunch of different stuff, so you guys can go there see what Matt does. But Matt contacted me and said, "Hey, dude, why don't we give this away to somebody else?" He said, "You know, it's awesome that I won, but I don't really need it. You know, I've kind of got what I need. Let's give it away to somebody that could use it. You know, so." I think it's going to be after Christmas. I'll do a whole video. I'll mention it, and we'll probably give away the Wen Dremel and flex shaft, rotary flex shaft tool here with that kit that I showed on the live feed there on Sunday. So keep an eye out for the video. You know, telling you guys how to re-enter to possibly win this, and when the date will be that we'll do a live drawing on it. Just a heads up there. So. Cool of Matt, you know, to win, and it's pretty cool of him to say, hey, you know what, I don't need it, let's give it to someone else that could use it. So that's pretty nice of him. Yeah, guys, just working on the base, see a few more people showing up here. This is the walnut base. The idea is the roots are all intertwining. I am done carving and removing big bits of material. Yes, Spike, a mandrel. That's what I was looking for, mandrel. Sorry, I have been up since 3 o'clock this morning. Right now it's 8:16 a.m. here, but I've been up since 3. The dogs woke me up, took them out, laid in bed till a little after 4. Could not go back to sleep, and so came out, heated up the shop, and just been trying to get this piece done. Just sanding on it, and I said, you know what? It's going on 8 a.m. or so. Why not go live, sand on it, talk about, you know, the sandpaper I'm using here in this mandrel to sand it. So glad you said mandrel. I could not form the word in my brain. It's I've had like 2-3 cups of coffee, and it's obviously not enough today. I just can't think straight. So sanding's a good job because I don't really have to think about it. All I got to do is just, you know, sand. Whew. Hope you're all having a good day. What is today? Friday, right? Friday for me, at least. Probably Friday for most of you. The only one I know that wouldn't be Friday is Matt Carves. I believe he's a day ahead of us. So here you guys get a better look. So the mandrel's got thread down in, kind of like a nut. Little screw. Yeah. Hey, Mahendra. Hopefully I say your name right, man. That's how I always say it, Mahendra. Yeah, Steve. Electric power tools and water, they don't go together very well. I've got a nice, it's made by Rigid, a nice power block, power supply. It's got 2, 3, 10 outlets in it, and then a USB outlet as well. So at least if a power tool gets wet or faults out or something, it'll pop the breaker on that so I don't get zapped. So that might be a good investment to think about. Just because I know I'm always carving outside, and sometimes I'm not paying attention to the weather. Start getting rained on, and then I'm like, oh crud, my tools are out here, and get zapped. All right, cool. Pronouncing your name right. That's always a plus. So I was just talking about how I make these little sandpaper pieces. And what I do is order up a whole thing like this of DeWalt. Let's see, what does this say? Doesn't really say a whole lot. 80 grit aluminum oxide, just 1 inch shop roll, so it's paperback. I was just cutting like 1.5 inch, or well, tearing 1.5 inch pieces off like this and using them on the mandrel to sand. But what happens is, as you're sanding, the edge stays sharp like this. It doesn't really fold over. And so getting into those tight spots, and it makes its own little scratches, I don't like it. So what I've been doing is cutting a piece off, well, tearing a piece off and folding it the long way. And then ripping it down the center to get 2 1/2 inch pieces, and then ripping those in about 1.5 inch, 2 inch pieces. This is mostly for little benchtop carvings. Yeah, an outside power breaker, that's not a bad idea either. I just don't want to run any more electric. I've looked out where I carve. I've thought about it, but my carving outside of the tent always changes. I'm always afraid in the tent, because it's just a tent. You know, if it decides to collapse from the snow or anything, I don't really want to bury a outdoor power source with snow. So I was saying earlier, I don't know who heard it, but we got a lot of snow. We got like just about 2 feet here where I am. Yesterday I spent the day just snow blowing. Made a sled track for the kids. We videoed it for their YouTube channel. Well, our family channel. It's called Fun with the Halls. If you guys haven't subscribed, jump over and just hit subscribe. You guys don't even have to watch the videos. Trying to get that channel to 1,000 subs though, so we could start monetizing videos over there. It's something me and the kids are having fun with though, you know, going on hikes or maybe creating stuff or showing some of the toys they just got. But the sled track video will be on there, and I'll probably put it on here too Christmas week. It's been pretty fun working on. I gotta finish the track up today, so. But yeah, you guys could jump over. I will, once this video uploads, I'll put a link in the description down below. It's kind of hard to find our channel because there's only like 120 subscribers, so when you punch in Fun with the Halls, it doesn't always show up on YouTube, but it's there. So again, you guys, you don't even have to watch the videos. The kids are just watching that sub count, hoping it keeps going, so any support is welcome. You for all of you that do celebrate Christmas, you all ready? Next week, Christmas. I know we still got a little bit of shopping to do that we're probably going to do on Monday or Tuesday. You know, cut it nice and close. Last minute stuff. Planned out last minute stuff though. Things we've already had planned to get, but last minute shopping, I guess. Ugh, talking circles. I'm tired. 3 a.m. is too early. Alright, I'm going to put on the dust mask here and be quiet for a few minutes and do some sanding. See how these folded over when I started? That's why I like using that more narrow deal, because it just folds right over. So that means it can get in all these little spots and sand it much, much nicer. Yeah, speaking of that, Spike, I gotta go in. I got the wife texting me, so I'm gonna have to let you guys go. What the sandpaper is? The sandpaper I'm using is DeWalt, 1 inch. It's cloth backer, right? It says metal stainless finish, high performance. Part number DANG220801. 80 grit aluminum oxide, cloth back, 1 inch. All right, guys. I get it off Amazon. You could probably find it on eBay, but I get it off Amazon. I can't remember how much. I'd hope to be on here longer, you guys. I see more of you showing up. I'm sorry. I got to let you guys go, though. I've got the wife texting me. I got to run in and give her a hand with the kids. They got to jump on for remote learning, and normally it's pretty smooth, but it looks like she needs my help. So maybe I'll jump on, go live later. I really do thank those of you who jumped on here for this little impromptu go live deal, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.